to laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics and to endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. To know that even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Okay, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My talk is titled Living Your Best Life. Well, before I even begin, I'd like for all of you to think about the happiest moments of your life. I'd like to give you 5 seconds for that. And now I'd like for you to think of a bad moment in your life. Okay, if I'm correct, a lot of you could think of a bad moment faster than you could think of a good moment. Am I right? Yes? No? Yes? Okay. Well, my best friend asked me that question a while ago, and not surprisingly, I thought of a negative faster than I could think of a positive. In fact, I could think of more negatives than positives. And then she went on to say, we live in a society where we focus on the bad things in our lives and tend to not focus on all the good things happening in our lives. I sat with this and thought for a little while and realized that we take for granted the simplest of things, like breathing. You take in about 28,800 breaths in one day, so why don't you go out there and create moments that take those breaths away? Because I mean, we have a few to spare. Living life isn't something we joke about, though. I'm not trying to say we need to go out and be crazy and do things that will jeopardize the chance to fulfill our lives. But don't be afraid of having dreams that are totally far-fetched. Taking a chance, making a mistake, and not being everything we can be. I mean, I can't be the only one who wants to arrive at my grave and be able to be like, phew, some peace and quiet, finally. And while I'm around, I want to take every opportunity and make it a reality. It is said that laughter is the best medicine. Well, it may not be medicine, but it is one of the best things for you. In fact, aside from improving our moods, it reduces stress, boosts your immune system because of the facial muscles being connected with. It makes a response between your thymus gland that is connected with your immune system and reduces pain. It is said that laughing can even extend your lifespan. Also, studies have established 18 different kinds of smiles, but the one that is most used is pure enjoyment. And as most known, it takes more muscles to frown, 47 to 13. Okay, that was too much science for me, but hopefully Fitz will give me an AP bio. These are some of the reasons to be happy, as if being alive isn't enough. You may now be thinking, then why is it that people stop themselves from living fully and being happy? Well, people put up a wall of thinking they can't do anything. Most of the time it is dwelling on the past, but what people say or do to us affects what we think as much as we don't want to admit it. Negative people only see bad things in life, almost like a tunnel vision. Being around those negative people can eventually bring you down too. It happens when we start to agree with them and lose our passion about the everyday things in our lives. There are 3 kinds of negative people. One of them is the dream killers. These are the ones who tell you things like the dream you possess is a waste of time. The crabs, the ones that are always around following, holding you back and critiquing us too much. And constant complainers. These are the people that can always find something wrong with our lives, and they're just downers, pure downers. This all comes by people thinking life will never be good. So they do nothing to make it better. My advice to all of you with these negative people is to weed them out. Because there is no point of living your life being surrounded by negative people who will not impact you or help you improve in any sort of way. People that will bring you down and not help you rise in any sort of way or grow as a person. And just block the negative vibes and be positive. There are many ways to create a full and happy life. You can start replacing a bad thought by a good one. Make a list of things you want to do before you die, which we never know when it is. So just do as much as you can so that if death was to come tomorrow, you'd be able to say, okay, I'm satisfied. And you can live day by day, go to new places, reflect on the things you have accomplished, accept people for who they are, be realistic with the goals you set, and the most cliche of them all, listen to your heart. You'll always find the best choices there. And now, remember, nobody can go back and start a new beginning, but anyone can start today and make a new ending. Thank you.